Alright, before we start, only 6% of you guys are subscribed, and I get that. But if you guys could sub, like, and leave a comment, whether that's feedback or something positive, it helps a lot. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, super quick, before we start, let me explain what my definition of budget is. So I would define budget as something that's like worth it for the cost. Examples of things that wouldn't be budget would be something like Slick Armor. It's really good, and it's one of the best armors in the game, but it does cost 500k, which is a lot for a lot of players, especially new players. Versus something like P.A.K.A., which is super cheap, but it's also one of the weakest armors in the game. So something that has like a middle ground where it's pretty cheap, but it's also very good. Just basically being worth it for its costs. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, one of the first things I want to talk about is the Crowned Armor. This is, in my opinion, one of the best armors, one of the best budget armors, right? So when I say budget, once again, it's like worth it for the cost. This is a class 5 armor with 45 hit points that you can get from Prapor for 100k. As long as you get into level 3, you can trade for it, and this becomes a super valuable armor. So I would definitely recommend getting this as quick as possible. You can run multiple kits of this without losing much money at all, and it's in general a strong armor that repairs very well, and I love it. So definitely look into getting this armor, and that's gonna be the first thing on the list. All right, the second armor on the list is going to be the Zook 3 press armor. This is a super cheap armor, and it can be bought for around 40k, which is only a little bit more than something like P.A.K.A., and it offers great value. It has an insanely good repair, has an armor class of 3, and comes with 50 hit points. This is a very strong armor, and I would definitely recommend looking into it. Next on the list is going to be the TriZip backpack. So to a lot of people, this is going to be something like obvious, but I see a lot of people running stuff like the Beta 2, which can go for around 70k, giving you 30 slots. Whereas the TriZip, which also gives you 30 slots, can be sold to can be found at Ragman for only 40k, almost half the price of what people are paying for a Beta 2. I think this backpack is often very overlooked, and I think it's super worth it for the cost. Okay, next on the list is going to be the Umka, also known as the Hunter's Vest. So this is something that a lot of people overlook, actually. Basically, what it is if we open it, you see it sort of resembles, if I take this out, it resembles a BlackRock rig, right? Because the main appeal of these things is that 4 slot right there. This vest has the option to have a 2x2 slot, and it's only around 18k. Versus the BlackRock rig, which goes for upwards of $45,000, especially if you don't have Ragman unlocked. This is a super strong vest, especially for new players, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. It gives you a lot of storage, and it's super cheap. Okay, and last on the list is going to be the Alton. Now, this may seem like an odd choice for many, but I think a lot of people like overvalue like how much they think the Alton is, or how much they think it costs, and just don't use it. So this face shield and helmet together only cost 100k, and for that 100k, it gives you complete face protection and back protection like every other helmet, and allows you to see. It's super worth it, in my opinion, way better than something like the Maska Killer's helmet. But yeah, and it's definitely overlooked a lot. 100k to save your life from multiple headshots is definitely worth it, in my opinion, and I think that this is definitely something that's overlooked, and you should use it way more often. Okay, that's basically gonna be it. This video is definitely directed towards like the newer player, and I just want to show some things that aren't as commonly known that can be super cheap to allow you to save some rubles. So if you liked or found this entertaining, or if it helped you, definitely leave a like and subscribe. It helps me a ton. And thanks for watching.